Que pasa YouTube, aka what's up YouTube? This is going to be the team builder portion of our week 1 match for the Shoko Premier League, aka the SPL. Our return to Wi-Fi Draft League in 2 years, and honestly I am beyond nervous and anxious and very excited. Oh man, I got the jitters. We're playing here in a few minutes, and I don't know. I don't really know how to feel. I just hope that we do good in our first week match here against In Vivid Color, aka Joss. His channel link and stuff will be down below, so definitely go check him out, as well as the rest of the roster for our season here and our draft analysis. So going into this matchup, Vivid does have some very scary offensive threats. Chi-Yu, Greninja, Goldango, Cleavor, and Regieleki. The rest of his mons are either very bulky and supportive, or could be scary depending on what kind of sets they're running. So first off, we are going to be going with Assault Vest and Fernape, which I know is a bit of an odd set here, but Chi-Yu is very terrifying, and as long as he doesn't Psychic us, we do live any 2 hits from the Chi-Yu. If he is Specs, we outspeed it, which is going to be amazing. If he is Scarfed, a Flare Blitz into a Mach Punch after rocks damage does still do some very good damage, which is also very appealing. U-turn for momentum, Brick Break in case he does want to bring Aurora Veil on the Abomasnow, which Terra Water Abomasnow does seem like a potential bring into this game. Next up, we have Tornado Styrian, a second Assault Vest mon to help against Greninja and Chi-Yu, as well as the Goldango. Between these 4 moves, we are able to do some pretty good damage to everything neutral or super effective, which is amazing. We are speed creeping in case he expects us to be a little bit slower to potentially speed creep a Chi-Yu, but with Regieleki being so fast, he might creep a little bit more. So we're hoping that we can get the speed creep here correctly, as all 4 of our moves are very helpful in this matchup. Next off, we have Tinkaton rocking a Swords Dance Akaberry set. The nice thing about this set is that even if I don't get the Swords Dance, if I can just do some damage to the Chi-Yu, that's going to be absolutely amazing. And with our bulk investment, we're able to eat any hit from his specially offensive mons and do some damage back as well. With our HP investment, we do live any hit from his physically offensive mons outside of something like Golem, sorry. And besides that, it's not the biggest issue. With 2 knockoff mons, we are going to hopefully be able to get rid of heavy duty boots or some scary choice items. So Tinkaton does have a pretty solid matchup here, being able to do some good damage to absolutely everything. Next up, we have Quagsire rocking heavy duty boots, stealth rocks, body press, earthquake, and recover. The nice thing about Quagsire here is that this is our main answer to Cleavor. He could potentially be running Trailblaze, but I'm hoping that we'll be able to put it in range of where we can revenge kill it with one of our other mons here. We do live 2 hits potentially depending on what he's running, and hazards are going to be excellent in this matchup to help our Tornadus and our Infernape doing damage and getting our KOs here. So water absorb over something like Unaware, because Greninja is a little bit annoying. He could potentially run Grass Knot, but Greninja does kind of have 4 move slot syndrome in this game, so I'm really not too sure what he's going to be running on it. He might have Gunk Shot for our Scream Tail, or he could be mixed in general with like Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, Water Shuriken, although I don't think Water Shuriken comes. Water Shuriken seems a little bit iffy, because I think he's going to want to have some other offensive moves to deal with our squad here. So our next team member is going to be our Terra Captain Braviary, which is rocking a bulky agility set, because this mon late game could potentially end up winning the entire matchup. Even though we are not that offensive, we are able to OHKO or 2 KO basically everything with Brave Bird and Terra Ground, which is absolutely amazing. My only concern is that he's running a potentially Scarfed Greninja, which does not seem that good here in this matchup, and Regieleki does still outspeed us even at +2, but part of me does not expect Regieleki because of Mamoswine, Quagsire, and Terra Ground Braviary. So if he doesn't bring the Regieleki, then after an agility, we should outspeed everything besides Scarfed, Greninja, and Cyclizar, I guess. But besides that, we are able to do some good damage with Brave Bird and Terra Ground. And then our final team member here is going to be 6'Haxorus, aka Haxorus, the mascot, rocking a nice Choice Scarf set. This is able to win late game if he does not bring the Enamorus, which Enamorus does have a bit of a rough matchup here, so a part of me honestly does not expect it whatsoever. So I don't think he brings Gholdengo and Enamorus, but Gholdengo definitely does come to this matchup. And even if he does bring Enamorus, I think we do have some good means of dealing with it between our Braviary, Tickaton, Infernape, and even our Tornadus. So once Enamorus is gone, and I guess well, I mean, with Earthquake, once Enamorus is gone, we can just kind of come in, click Earthquake, and do some pretty good damage. So yeah, that is going to be our squad here for week 1. I'm very nervous. I'm excited, and I don't. I really don't do well with week 1 games, but I'm hoping we are able to win here in our return match to Wi-Fi Draft League. Regardless though, make sure to check out our opponent, make sure to check out the rest of the roster here for the season. And with that being said, let's jump into the battle. Que pasa YouTube, aka what's up YouTube? I'm not gonna lie, this jumped in a lot faster than I was expecting. So we are taking on in Vivid Color in his South Texas Sableyes. So he brought the Chi-Yu, Greninja, and Goldie as I was expecting. Cleave is going to be a little bit annoying. Reggie and the Enamorus. I was not expecting Enamorus. I'm actually really scared about that. So you guys saw what we are bringing, and I'm just really, I'm really nervous, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I need to pick my lead here. I feel like Torn T is probably a good lead here. It matches up pretty well against everything besides the Cleavor. Yeah, so I was not expecting the Regieleki. Enamorus I thought might be able to come. He does not have any of his Terra Captains. So definitely go check out Vivid. Check out our draft analysis. We're jumping right into this. Oh man, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. Make sure to leave a like, leave a comment. This is our first Wi-Fi Draft League battle in 2 years. So make sure to leave a like, leave a comment down below. Let me know how you think we're going to do this season, and make sure to subscribe to follow us for the rest of the season as well. So he ends up leading off with Gholdengo, which I was not expecting. I do kind of just want to go straight for a knockoff here, as he is running the air balloon, which I am perfectly fine with. I think knockoff should be okay here. He could Thunder Wave. That's the only real downside, but getting damage on this Gholdengo is going to be good. And being able to get rid of its item is also very, very good for us as well. Sorry, I have not commentated in a while, guys. Like literally 2 years ago. I don't know. So I apologize if this is not the best that you've seen from me for my old subscribers. For those of you who follow me recently, or if you're new to the Draft League scene, hi, my name is Leo, aka 6'Hax. I have been doing Draft League for a very, very long time. Have a good amount of championships. I think like 10, 11 maybe. So yeah, we're gonna knock off. We do some good damage to him as he goes for the Thunder Wave. Please not be Thunder Wave. Oh, he goes for the Make It Rain. Okay, good. So he does 156 to us. Oh, this is like max special attack then. Okay, so that did a really good amount of damage. He's at about a 51%. It looks like we might be able to knock him out here with the Heat Wave. So what would he want to switch into this? He doesn't really have the best switch in. So I'm going to go for a Heat Wave. And what potentially comes in could get burned. So he's at 51%. Make It Rain. In comes the Regieleki as we do hit it. Oh, that did some good damage. Okay, so Regieleki. I'm a little scared that this might be dual screens. He's down to 60%. So yeah, he could definitely be max HP here, which is my main concern. Luckily, we do have Quagsire in the back. If he has nothing to touch Quagsire, we can go straight for our rocks, as he makes a very nice double switch here into the Cleavor. Actually, hold on. Am I worried about Cleavor? If Cleavor has the Trailblaze, that is a problem. Shoot. This could actually be a genuine issue if it has Trailblaze. Earthquake would force him to knock me out, I think. Because 2 Trailblazes could knock us out here. So I think I'm going to Earthquake first. In hindsight, I could go out into something else, though. I'm really worried that he has the... I'm going to Earthquake. Oh, shoot. He does have Trailblaze. That did a lot of damage. Okay, so we bring him down pretty low. I'm going to risk, I think, switching into my Braviary here, in the hopes that he goes for another one. Close combat might knock us out if he goes for that, but I think he feels pretty comfortable going for another Trailblaze. As I was wrong, he goes straight for the Stone Axe. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that is bad. So we lose... Oh, darn it. That was a really risky play on my end. I shouldn't have done that. Shoot. Okay, this is bad. I'm going to bring in Tinkaton here. I almost wanted to stay in. I really did. I really almost wanted to stay in there. I'm going to go straight for the Gigaton here. He shouldn't knock us out in any one hit. Darn it, man. I knew Cleaver would be an issue. I knew Cleaver would be an issue with the Trailblaze if he did bring it. So he's sitting at about... like 64%. In comes the Goldango. We do some good damage to that. He could definitely go for the Make It Rain here, which is going to do a lot of damage to us, unfortunately. Which does kind of suck. Infernape might be a really good switch in here because he doesn't do too much to us, and we can still keep our Tinkaton around. It would have been nice to get a Brox. Unfortunately, though, I don't know if we are going to be able to, as we can bring in Infernape here. And he goes for the Recover. Okay, so he's got Recover and Make It Rain. But now that we brought in Infernape, he definitely is not going to want to stay in here. What does he have to switch into this? We can go straight for the Flare Blitz, I think. Honestly, this hits everything that he has. And should put it in range of another hit. So, it looks like he's going to sack off the Goldango here. So, down goes Goldango. We lost Braviary. He lost Goldango. Greninja does have a chance to come in here. I'm very concerned about that Greninja depending on what set it's running. He has Rocks up. We are really not in the best spot right now. In comes Reggie Alecki. I think I have to go into my Quagsire here, unfortunately. That's the problem. Yeah. Shoot. Ah, this is bad. What if he goes for... I'm thinking he's max special attack. Is what he could be. I have a chance to potentially stay in here and live. And do some really good damage. I think I Flare Blitz here. Yes, so he does Terra Blast. This is great. This is going to do Not too much, and then Flare Blitz in return should be able to smack him really hard. So down goes the Regieleki. And Fernip is getting a little weak though here. We don't have Blaze, which kind of sucks, I'm not going to lie. This is where Blaze might have been nice. But Iron Fist Mach Punch still does some pretty good damage to whatever he decides to bring in here. Which could be the Enamorus. I am a little bit concerned about that Enamorus. I think could definitely be a problem. In comes Greninja. This is a little problematic. How much do rocks do to Infernape? Let's see. So we do live another rock switch in here. He could Water Shuriken, I think. I could drop this, bring in my Tinkaton, and maybe Swords Dance. Actually, that doesn't sound bad. I feel like going for Mach Punch here is our better move. Yeah, because if he does not go for Water Shuriken, we do some good damage. Darn it, he does have the Water Shuriken. It was very... Greninja was a very tough mon to deal with. As he knocks out, and does he get the Battle Bond? He does get the Battle Bond. Oh. That's a little scary, actually. Shoot. Uh-oh. This is a little problematic, potentially. So I could bring in Tornadus and go for U-turn. We're at 320 HP. He's got rocks up. If he has Ice Beam, he could knock us out. That's the only scary thing right now, depending on what he's running. So I think I gotta risk it here, and I'm gonna bring in Tornadus to go for the U-turn, because we saw that he has... We saw that he's got the Water Shuriken. So I can U-turn here into my Tinkaton. As he goes for Surf, we should eat this. Well, not eat, but we live. As U-turn should do a good amount of damage. So... the issue here is that I could bring in Haxorus, go for Poison Jab, but then I think I gotta sack something. I could bring in Tinkaton. Surf at +1 with Life Orb still does good damage to us, unfortunately, but we knock it out. And then what? Cleavor? Frick, dude, that Cleavor is a problem. And Enamorus is also another giant issue for us as well. I'm bringing Tinkaton here. So what I want to do is I'm hoping he goes for a water move here, so we can get the recovery on Quagsire. And then we might be able to live another hit with Quagsire. And then from there we can go for the body press and knock him out. So I'm hoping he goes for Surf. He does go for Surf as we get the water absorb. Awesome. Depending on what move he has, we might be able to live a hit here. I'm gonna Earthquake. No, he does have the Grass Knot. Grass Knot, Surf, Water Shuriken. Okay, then I wonder what his last move was. Dark Pulse, maybe? That makes sense. The issue with bringing in Haxorus here, though, is that... I don't know, guys. This is looking tough. Darn it, dude. This is looking really tough, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is looking really rough for us right now. I'm worried that Enamorus comes in and sets up. That's my main issue. Actually, what I could do is just go straight for the Dragon Claw. That invites Enamorous, but it also might force in... Oh no! That's on me. Oh man, what a what a return game. Man, this was not well at all. Okay. It's been forever since I played, and this was quite the unfortunate game for us here. So we do live a hit. I probably should have brought in Tinkaton instead of Haxorus. I did not expect, or I forgot that Greninja got the speed boost, unfortunately. So this, man. This sucks. I'm not gonna lie, for a return game, man. I was so nervous for this match too. I was super nervous. Just got to get the jitters off. And yeah, unfortunately, that's just how it is sometimes. That's just how it is sometimes. So you know what? It is what it is. Week 1 games are always very terrifying to deal with, unfortunately. I think there was maybe like 1 or 2 plays I could have done a little bit better to have made things more in our favor, but it's how the cookie crumbles. You know what? It happens sometimes. I tried to do what I could do, and it didn't work out. It did not work out. So it is what it is. I tried to do my best here. I think I maybe could have made 1 or 2 plays a little bit better, but at this point, looking back at it, it's not the biggest issue, honestly. So we do some good damage to the Chi-Yu. It will be able to knock us out here. And unfortunately, we do lose our returning game to Wi-Fi. Oh, man. Honestly, I kind of feel a little bit relieved because now the game is over. But hey, just, I don't know, man. It is what it is. I tried to do what I could do. 1 or 2 things could have been a little bit different. And yeah, the Haxorus play, I definitely could have brought in my Tinkaton as I initially wanted to instead of Haxorus. And that might have made the game a little bit closer. I forgot that the new Battle Bond gives him a +1 speed, which is my fault. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit upset. I'm a little bit disappointed in myself. I definitely think I could have done a lot better, but I'll look back at this and we'll see just how things go. Hopefully we can bounce back in week 2. We still have the rest of the season. I've lost a week 1 game and bounced back and won it all before. So we'll see how it goes. Make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to see the rest of our journey here in the SPL. Check out the rest of the coaches this season in the description down below. With that being said, I will see you all next week. So later, everybody.